Greetings. Again, if you just happen to stumble on my page, I thank you. My name is Melanie Johnson, and I'm here to share with you a little wisdom nugget from my book entitled Womanly Wisdom, What They Couldn't Tell Me. And yeah, this is my working copy, so you can see it's kind of beat up, but what they couldn't tell me. And those of you who are wondering, because I don't know if people realize, that's not a typo. That they is lowercase to show the unimportance of the they that's out there in the world is trying to judge people and tell people what they should be doing, who they should be, all that. So that's why it's lowercase, just in case you were wondering if I made a typo. No, that was totally intentional. But last time I shared with you some of the chapter entitled Be You, I talked about how I wanted to be everything for everybody when I ended up being nothing for myself. Well, I want to share a little bit more of that chapter because that chapter is one of the chapters that sticks out to me as well. I recognized why a change was needed. Now what? What did I need to change to improve my situation? Did I need to be mean and selfish? Did I need to be condescending and thoughtless? Did I need to be the center of attention? This seemed to be working for the people I was serving. Was that who I was to become next? No. Knowing what needed to change required me understanding the degree of the change that needed to be made. I did not have to do a total 180-degree change, but in some areas of my life, 179 degrees would be necessary. So, my self-assessment also necessitated that I understand how far off the mark of where I wanted to be in life and how much effort it would take for me to get there. Unlike realizing change is needed, this is an ongoing process. I am constantly setting goals for myself and assessing my journey to getting there. Yes, I said it. I was setting goals for myself. No longer with someone else's measuring stick guide my success. I use my own. And my measuring stick is an ever-changing tool. My idea of success changes as I set goals and accomplish them. The fact that you are reading this right now, or hearing it in this case, is an example of that. The older version of me would never have opened up myself to share this type of intimacy with you. But my goal was to help others. And helping others required me to make that change, to be authentic with you, in hopes to demonstrate my trustworthiness in giving you some womanly wisdom I learned along the way. So, I began to assess my actions and align them with my goals. Sometimes I hit the mark, sometimes I miss it. But getting off track does not mean I have to start all over again. When making those type of life adjustments, I would often veer off the trail or even blaze my own trail. But if it led me away from my goal, I would backtrack, get back to the part of the trail I left and continue forward. Does that mean I will lose sometimes? Yes, time and resources. But imagine the amount of time lost if I had not begun the journey. Think about the valuable life lessons I learned along the way, even when taking the alternate route. No matter what path we take, every encounter can be a blessing or a lesson. Either it helped me reach my target or it taught me what not to do to continue my journey toward the target. In my efforts to self-assess, I began to speak out more. I began to talk to others. I listened to what others said and the things that they were dealing with and noticed that I had encountered and dealt with that issue. My input could then be valuable when assisting them in their matter. My metamorphosis was not only improving me, but it was also allowing me to continue to help others. Only now I understood that it was not to my own detriment. I welcome the change. I adjusted where necessary. I modified my actions according to need. I unselfishly was able to amend myself to reach my success goals and assisted others in making their steps toward their successes. I did not become what they needed. I became what I needed. When we develop a mindset that has our best interest in mind, we make deliberate strides to be who we are. Be you. Be you. You don't have to worry about being someone else. Sometimes the you that you are is exactly what someone else needs in their life. Your life can be a role model, a guide, a pathway to someone else reaching their goal. Are you willing to deprive them of possibly making a better life of themselves by withholding how you made it through? Holding back the struggles you went through because it looked ugly? No, you can't do that. Be you. Be yourself. Embrace yourself. Embrace the changes that's needed within you to be you. A lot of times we veer off the trail, but because we veer off does not mean the trail doesn't exist. Sometimes we veer off to find other paths. Maybe there's danger that lies ahead. Sometimes we veer off because we get distracted. And that's okay too. Because when we get distracted, all we have to do is take that detour and go right back to the part of the trail that you left. Sometimes the detour will actually lead you to a part of the path that's farther ahead than where you left. So, don't always think that if I get off track or if I'm not where I want to be, that it's a bad thing. Sometimes that's part of the task. Sometimes that's part of the journey. What I had to learn was that we rush to focus so much attention on the destination that we lose sight of all the beautiful experiences that we can partake in along the journey. Sometimes we miss out on the mark because we put all our focus on the destination. But the lesson, the blessing, is in the journey forward. So as you go throughout the rest of your day, rest of your night, whenever, the rest of your life, remember this. Be the best you can be. It doesn't matter if changes involve in you becoming you. Life is about changes. But you never know when that version of you, that true version of you, that uninhibited version of you can be just what someone else may need to help guide them along their path to their destination and their goal. So, take a little womanly wisdom from me, Melanie.